Ben, where are you invested?
Okay, let me explain to you what I did. I used to be a day trader. I got my ass handed to me in a crash when you guys were still selling in a Boy Scouts,
Was that
whatever
the
you were doing.
was that the 1920s crash?
No, 2008.
Anyway,
Anyway, the point is this. You can't do everything in life, all right? You got to pick something and do it the best you can. You can dib and dab a little, but you know what I did was, goes back to relationships. Okay, I let the experts do it. So basically, my relationship with Merrill Lynch is, yes, I'm mostly in tax-free muni bonds. That's where I like to be at because it's safe and I can borrow against it. And it's tax-free. All the interest on that 5% tax-free is really like 8 or 9% to me. But I give them a piece, I don't know, whatever it is, 30, 20, 30 million, whatever it is. And they have their models where they have a team that discusses what's going on in the market, where they think that they should be investing in, what's good, what should they sell. They got like a dozen people that sit around a table and discuss this like pretty often. And then they manage their customers' money, which they get a very, a reasonable fee for. Maybe, I don't know. It's not much.
It's probably but don't you think you could achieve the same thing as buying an index fund?
I mean, yes, you can do that, but I ain't got time to worry about any of that. Because the reason why I'm successful in real estate is because I'm focused on what I know I can do. Okay? Stock market investing, leave it to the experts. But you got to be with the right experts. And they're going to have their ups and downs. But I believe in the past couple of years, they've doubled my money. I mean, I know it for a fact. I didn't give them 20 or 30. Okay? I think I gave them half of that 2 years ago.
You gave them 15 million and they got you 30?
I think
the market's up a lot, though.
I think it was like really, the market's doubled. Honestly, to be honest with you, I think it went from 10 to 25. A couple of years. Everybody's done well in the market recently, especially with tech. So, listen, everybody's got their own lifestyle, their own time management. My son likes stocks. I let him play with my little edge account. They have what they call an edge account where I can trade myself. I let him play around with that because he showed an interest. But, does he have an interest or is he just like gambling? That's the question when it comes to stocks. Are you going to do your homework? Are you going to look at the news? Listen, I was offered SpaceX by Merrill Lynch at its IPO 135, and I should have bought it. But I was busy that day with real estate, so I didn't buy it. Then I saw the thing go right up to 200. Like 200.
Yep.
And I said, I should have done something. But yeah, I didn't. IPOs are very rare lately. And then it came back down. I don't know where it's at now.
155.
150. Okay. So whatever. It goes up and down. Listen,
35.
I got no time to be on a roller coaster. The only way I could trade stocks is if I sat in that office and watched CNBC all day long and kept doing research.
Absolutely.
Oh my God! Look at the price yesterday. I looked at the price to see.
What is the
Jack's
price?
always
The price
on his
yesterday
phone.
was 137.
No, it wasn't. No, go back more than a day. Go back more than a day. It was 155.
Yesterday it was 137.
Keep going. Keep going back.
That was several days ago.
No, it wasn't. Right there. That's when I was looking. What day is that?
July 9th, and today is July 15th. That was a week ago.
There's no way.
What is it now?
That was a week ago.
135.
Okay, so it's back to the IPO price.
Holy crap!
I'm just saying.
the
How do you just
reason why-
write off
listen,
what I say
let's
without
be
having
honest.
any idea what you're talking about?
It's the last thing I looked at. It's
Apparently you need to look at things a
here's the
little
thing.
more
Well,
often.
let's
It
be
trades
honest.
during the day.
Last
Trades
time you
during
looked
the
at
day.
was a week ago.
Tell me if you agree or disagree.
It did not trade during the day.
Okay,
I'll show you
the
a
people-
screenshot.
The people that are in the stock market, serious players, serious stockbrokers that are doing all this trading, okay, don't you think it's like a game you're playing when you're one of them, okay? Things go up, things go down, they dry. I always have this, I always think I always had this conspiracy theory about the stock market. I could be wrong, but I think they all kind of know what they're doing. When something comes out, they buy the out of it, dry the price up, and then when it goes up to the price they want, they sell it, take money off the table, and they have their own system of making money. Okay, I really believe that. And I don't think they even communicate with each other. They don't have to. They just all know that, yes, IPO comes out, everybody's emotional. Ooh, it's SpaceX. He's a trillionaire now, blah, blah, blah. That thing goes through the roof to 220, and it's all hype. There's nothing. The problem I have with the stock market is it's not logic-based. If you look at their income. There are companies that the stocks go through the roof based on speculation of the future. Okay? There's so many companies that don't make a dime and their stock keeps going up. Am I right or wrong?
Right.
I don't believe in that. I mean, yes, it's just a whole nother world that I can't be in. If I was in that world, I'd have to be in that office every day while the stock market's open, trading like I've done.
You don't have to. You just
and
buy.
then when the stock market's not open, I got to be doing research.
You just buy an index fund, and you average 6 to 8% a year.
All right, let's say
20 years.
Well, not necessarily. Index funds go down.
They do.
What about airlines? Airlines are getting crushed right now.
Yeah, but the
price of fuel, they're going out of
But
business.
if you look at the global stock market, like a big fund that covers the global stock market, even if airlines go down, something else will take its place.
Tell us a fund to invest in.
VTI, VOO, the Vanguard Index Funds.
All right. You're happy with it? You
Yeah.
recommend it? I believe it. They got tons of people behind that making the decisions. They're experts.
They might have them invested more aggressively in a lot of tech. The Mag 7. I'm just saying an index. Like, I wouldn't even be doing
I've
that.
lost money on BlackRock or Blackstone, one of the two.
Probably BlackRock.
Because they had some fund that, was too speculative on startups.
Yeah, but if you owned BlackRock itself, the company itself has done incredibly well.
It's true. If everybody should do their homework and get their comfort zone and invest where they want. But there's no way that I could sit here and start buying individual stocks on a daily basis. It would drive me nuts. But I have to totally.
But here's what you're doing.
My real estate portfolio will go down.
Your muni bond, because we're invested in the same one.
Nothing. That's a piece of.
But
it's a walk in the park.
But I'm saying the reason it's a walk in the park is because that muni bond that you bought is a collection of bonds.
The fund.
The fund is.
Yes.
So the index fund would be the same thing of stocks.
Yeah, but the muni bonds fund is only muni bonds.
Correct.
Muni bonds, and I know somebody's going to say I'm wrong because there have been very, very, very minuscule occasions. Don't fail unless you go to Puerto Rico. Muni bonds don't fail. They may go down. They're tied to interest rates.
Yes.
But at the end, you're going to get paid back. Okay. So I like muni bonds because I believe in the government. I believe in the municipality's not going to, fault on a debt. And 5% tax-free to me, like I said, it wasn't always 5%. When interest rates are really low, you're only getting 3%. Okay, so I'm upside down in some of those muni bonds, but who cares? At the end of the day, I get my money back, and it's tax-free income. But right now, if I buy a muni bond for 5%, in fact, I bought $1 million one yesterday, I know I'm getting $50,000 a year tax-free, and I could borrow up to $900,000 at like 3% if I want to borrow against it, or 3.5%. It works for me. It may not work for everybody else, but everybody's got to figure out what works for them.
And really quick, I gotta say, something that Jack and I have been trying to do a lot more lately is just to remove the annoyances that quietly waste time and energy, because those things add up fast. The thing is, we're always on the go, we're always trying to get to the next thing, so having a cleaner setup and a little more control in your day really goes a long way, and that is exactly why we absolutely love MagBack. The MagBack Elite case is so much more than just a case. It has the finger loop for a secure grip, side grips that feel great, a pinky pillow for comfort, and a built-in kickstand when you need it.
That is all built to make everyday use way better. And it also just comes with a screen protector, so that's one less thing that you have to worry about.
Then they also have their MagBack 3-in-1 home multi-charger that keeps everything clean and ready to go. You drop your phone, AirPods, and Apple Watch on it at night, and by morning, everything is charged in one place. What I really like about this is that it's not just like a mess of wires that looks awful. I don't have to try to plug and play and which one does what. It's all in one place, and it looks incredibly clean, and it just makes it easy.
I kid you not, Graham and I are genuinely huge fans of MagBack. I use their wallet, I use their phone case, and also on the side of my Tesla screen, I put my phone up there. It is so helpful. Check it out with this footage. I can guarantee if you're on Apple or Android, they have something for you. So if you want to make your setup cleaner and way more efficient, definitely check them out with the link down below, and don't forget to use our code, which is also down below.